hold you.
Alrighty, we're back very fast. Alright, this is 11 reasons why we left the US. We landed in Mexico. The plan was to be in Medellin, Colombia, but we're in Mexico now and we like it. So this is 11 reasons why we left the US. Some reasons you might want to leave the US, and if you're already outside of the US, congratulations. So make sure you watch this to the end, because number one is the most important, as it always is in the video. Alright, if you don't remember who I am, I'm David, I'm the dad and the husband.
I'm Kim, the wife and the mother.
I'm Camilla. I'm Tatiana, the second oldest. I'm Pedro, and I'm the youngest.
Alright, so we're going to get right to it. So number 11, and write these down because I want you to consider. These are very important things, okay? So these might be your reasons, alright? And these should be something that you actually think hard on, because you might think you have a good life, but you can have a 10 times better life if you consider. Okay, so number 11 is food. We left for the food. Okay, can you explain what we mean?
Better quality foods. Like, I don't know, we was asking each other that the other day, like, how they, growing their food here? Or how they treating their animals? And we was making fun, like, they probably, in the US, they probably beat the hell out of their animals and then kill them because the meat be so tough, and we gotta do magic to them to get them to taste good.
Yeah. Well,
they food over here is, they meat is good, they vegetables are great.
Yeah.
Like, I love the food.
Yeah, when we was in the US, I was almost getting to the point where I was even considering doing that vegan crap, all right? No offense to you guys that don't, like to eat meat and all of that, pause. But I was this close because I had already stopped eating chicken. Chicken started making me feel weird, and then the turkey was starting to get weird on me and everything. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna eat beef then. And then beef started getting weird on me, so we left right on time. So what do you think about the beef here?
The beef is delicious. The fats, you get quality of meat and the fats. So I'm in love with their meat.
Okay, pause. The reason why she emphasizing on the fats so much is because if you guys don't know, you will find out, because we're gonna talk a lot about what we eat and everything. But we do the keto lifestyle, so we gotta have fats. So the meat is different here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even know it was beef because the texture was so different. And what she said was hilarious, because in America, like, if you're there right now watching, you know what we're talking about when, like, you open the pack after you thaw it out and you gotta beat the hell out of the meat in order to tenderize it, and do all these extra things like marinate it for 2 days or something in order to get it, tender. Here, it's automatically tender. It's something different with the meat here, man. Like,
it helps our diet is more easier when we're here.
Yeah.
It helps our diet a lot. Like, in America, it was hard to try to find something to replace the MSG type food. But here we find things that is better and alike, like things inside America. Like, you can't eat taco shell, but we found something to replace that, and it's amazing.
Yeah. So the tortillas, they make these low carb tortillas out of they call it napalm, but it's cactus and chia seeds, and it's green, but it's a real thin tortilla, and it's awesome. So we can eat tacos. Like, we didn't know nothing about eating cactus. Yeah, here it is right here for those. If you're in Mexico right now, man, and you ain't got none of these, you sleeping.
And you're doing a keto you're doing a keto diet, this is perfect.
Yeah, that's what it is. We got it at Central Maya. But yeah, we got it at Central Maya. You want to say something?
You can also make chips out of them.
Yeah, we've been making chips out of them, put them in the New Wave oven and everything, and it's killer, dude. So just the food. As you can see, we've been on number 11 since we started the video because the food is very important to us. Should have been closer to number 1, but yeah, we've been feeling better, more energy, like getting up earlier, exercising better, and sleeping better, and all of that. You can just
skin clearing up, all of that. And another thing that I like to mention is that in the U.S., not bashing the U.S., we're not bashing the U.S. We've been there mostly all our lives, so, you know, and, you know, might visit, might. But one thing that I can say is that they food here, a lot of people talk about is it don't have flavor, or it's like too salty, or it don't have no salt. To me, I just feel like you should come here and stay for a while, and then stop eating the U.S. food, and then introduce the Mexican food, where your tongue will relax and be like, okay, it's not scared. So, because your tongue is so used to the MSG salts and sauces and stuff like that. So over here, since we've been here, we've been relaxing our tongues. Like, we can actually taste our food. We can actually taste the how the animal was kept. Like the animal was kept in high top quality. That might be my word on the video because I keep saying quality.
Yep. So it's more natural here as far as the food goes. You're not going to, I mean, they have things mainly because of tourism. All right, so that's enough of food. So number 10 is more freedom. All right, so we left the U.S. because we wanted more freedom. All right, so my reasons is I wanted it to be somewhere it's easier to buy land, build homes from the ground up, and like own land and start a business easier. Like in the U.S., it's a whole bunch of laws and restrictions, especially against a person that look like me, if we're just being honest. So in other countries, it's not that restrictive, you know, and they welcome people that look like me in a lot of places. Not everywhere, in a lot of places. So, you know, just more freedom to do things. You know, they call America the land of the free, but it's just false advertisement for real. So, how do you feel about more freedom? Do you feel like you have more freedom? You know?
I'm a woman, so it don't matter where I'm at.
I'm a woman, so it don't matter where I am, I have freedom. I don't know what that means.
It means that where you going with it, you feel like, usually you be like, hey, yeah, that's right, because y'all ruling the world right now, basically.
Well, that's not a U.S. thing, though. In the U.S., they really pumping women up. You know what I'm saying? So actually, that would be a reason for you to stay.
I said, it don't matter where I go.
Okay. Anyway, so more freedom, that's number 10 on the list. Number 9 is cost of living. What do you think about that one? Like, how do you feel about the cost of living since we've been here, the differences, and like how we spend money and everything?
Our money is lasting a little bit longer over here. I can say that.
Yeah.
Most definitely. To me, if you have a spending habit, wherever you go, you have a spending habit wherever you go. So we most definitely are changing the way that we spend, basically, by being over here. We very, like, we don't even have to think about it for real, because we know that we ain't spending that much for real.
Yeah, so like, that's another thing. Like, we ain't cheap or anything like that, but it doesn't matter how rich you are in America. Like, for every tax bracket you move up, they create more taxes to take money from you, or some type of new law where you have to give this percentage or something. So it just never feels like you can get ahead. It doesn't matter how much money you make, because we ain't cheap at all. But the thing is, money stretches further, especially if you're in a different country and you still use U.S. currency. So, like, I'm building businesses, she's building businesses. Actually, we're teaching all of our kids. You keep watching this, you're going to see all of our businesses that we're building. All of my kids, they have their own business, and that's how I'm raising them. My wife, tell them what you're doing.
I am an author of a book called God Help Me Stop Smoking. I have a coaching program that's getting built out. I also have a YouTube channel called Anti-Smoker. So you guys can most definitely, you know, subscribe to that. And I can be of service of helping you quit and stay quit. And many, just continue to watch us. You're gonna see us flourish, because I have a lot things going on, but exciting things going on.
Yep. And so a lot of things we can do here, as far as like fun as well. Like, and what about your braces? Tell them how much your braces cost.
My braces, the top row and the bottom rows together was about $800.
$800. In the U.S., you can pay up to $8,000 for some braces. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, we ain't cheap at all. But if you can get the same thing or better somewhere for less, then you hitting the lick right there. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's just different things. Everybody's so big on life hacks. Well, one of the biggest life hacks is to take your U.S. money, and you ain't even got to make more money. Just take your U.S. money to a different country. COVID, the deer, look at that dang on parasol and parachute looking. Anyway, because of COVID, the deer were sick. It's kind of funny because I never heard of deer. Anyway, but so in summary, we saw the crocodiles, we saw snakes, and we actually held these animals. We didn't do none of this exotic stuff in America.
We've seen a bunch of snapping turtles.
We've seen a Mexican bearded lizard. We saw the Jesus lizard.
Yeah, the Jesus lizard. What did the Jesus lizard do? Why do they call it the Jesus lizard?
Because it walks on the water.
Yeah. So you guys might have seen it on the Discovery Channel or Animal Planet or one of those before, where the lizard would just hop up and just run across the dang on water. So we.
Some young Costa Rican basilisk lizards are looking for food. Basilisks have been nicknamed the Jesus Christ lizard. Why? This adult male, probably the father of the young lizards, can't tell us. Nor can this female, exclusive property of the territorial male. It has nothing to do with the feeding habits of the basilisk, which consists primarily of insects and berries. This predatory reptile will help reveal the secret as it stalks the young basilisk. The basilisk is called the Jesus Christ lizard because it can walk, well, maybe run on water. It bicycles its hind legs, and the tail becomes a counterweight. We can't know what the snake is thinking. Did it really want to eat the lizard, or did it just want to show?
Saw one of those in person, y'all.
And then he had another nerve to tell us that it was a roaming spider that could jump down on us at any time. I'm like,
so we just walking around.
We walking around. That's the whole time. I really couldn't enjoy myself because I'm thinking about this spider.
You know, myself, don't freak out if you jump on them and it might hurt, you know.
Yeah, you're talking about you might be paralyzed for like a week or something. I'm like, dude, I said I gotta work. I gotta do some stuff to do. You know? Yeah. So supposedly the spider was about this big and it was just roaming around. It looked like a jungle that we was in, and like. Everything could get out if it wanted to, just telling y'all the truth. Like, that's why I was like, oh, damn, I did it again. First we went to the bootleg, then we went to Crocker-Coon, and that zoo looked like everything could get out too. But yeah, God was watching over us, and we made it out of that alive. Thank you.
We saw stingless bees.
Stingless bees.
Yeah, we saw those too.
Yeah.
We saw bald-headed dogs.
Oh yeah, these hairless Mexican dogs, man. Like, that's what they call it. It sounds racist, but.
Said the Mayans used to eat them.
Yeah, but they was nice. They were very nice. Hairless Mexican dogs. You got the pet.
Yeah, they looked like ISIS a little bit.
They just didn't have any hair.
They just didn't have no hair. They looked just like her. Like,
look at
so lazy today.
girl, sit up, bruh.
Yeah, she's lazy right now.
We can't even put you in a keyword because you ain't even in there.
All right. Okay, so that was it for adventures. So the next thing on the list, another thing we wanted to explore was new cultures. And I'd say we've been exploring that just based off of the chef that we have, man. Tell them about the chef.
Oh, her name is Adriana.
Adriana, you see this? What's up, girl?
Shout out to Adriana. She is the bomb. She's very nice. She's like an auntie.
Yeah.
And she's very sweet, very talented in the kitchen. Can make the chicken taste like 100 different type of flavors at once. Like.
Yeah. Like
it's like, oh my God, if you want spicy, you can get it spicy, but with a Mexican feel to it. Her nopal, that's cactus. Oh my God, with cheese on top. And she don't give us no store-bought cheese. These are cheese that actually was made right there in front of her.
Yeah, like when we try to get frozen vegetables or frozen fruits,
she's like,
yeah,
y'all don't need to eat that. That's not good
See,
You sounded just like when you said that. Wow.
when she cooks, we also learn from her.
Yeah.
You learn Spanish too.
Yeah, she
She's
teaches.
like, huh? That ain't how you say that.
She teaches Spanish while she's cooking and stuff. So she's awesome. So technically, we have 2 Spanish teachers. You know what I'm saying?
Albóndigas, tequillo.
So we're learning a lot. Like they kind of give us history lessons when they're here too, as well. You know, they told us the difference between Mexicans and Mayans. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought, you know, I knew they had differences, but I thought they descended from each other or something like that. In America, you don't learn too much about anything else but American culture, which is just a combination of everybody else's stolen cultures itself. So yeah, you know, we didn't really get to learn too much while we were there. So here we're learning about how they dress, you know, how laid back they are, you know. You say what? Yeah, they can't. Yeah. What is that?
She was saying, never mind.
Anyway, yeah, man. So it's very beautiful, man. Like how they live here, how they prepare things, and just how they do things. It's killer. What?
Get your hands on some.
We told y'all, man. We goofy, dude.
And I'm not editing none of this out.
Nah. We raw, authentic. You can't spell raw without putting the R in it. Anyway.
Johnny got putting that jar in.
Okay. All right. So what's next on the list? Next on the list is change of pace, a more laid back life. Everybody tell them what I did when we were in the U.S. 24/7.
Worried. How come I said worried?
Wow. That's
Worried.
Selena.
It's America's fault.
Yeah. So like even in our biggest months where we'll make astronomical amounts of money with our businesses and stuff, for some reason you could still not calm down and relax, and feel like America is just too fast paced. It's just always something coming up. You always got some kind of meeting or something to attend to or something. It's just super fast paced, man. But here, how y'all feel, man?
My life is not going by.
Yeah, dude.
I was just 7 yesterday. I saw
Listen.
a bird swarm, and it was a ribbon. I made a ribbon.
Okay, don't know what that has to do with what we're talking about. Cricket. We're talking about a more laid back life, change of pace. How you don't have to rush so much or have to be on time for everything with major penalties and everything. It's just
Chill.
Dude, you can enjoy a sunset. Like I sit and pray or meditate when the sun is coming up right on time and everything, because I get up at like 3:30. That haven't really changed, but I get to enjoy it. You know, usually I just get straight to the computer and just just work. But now, like, I get up and I can't wait till around like 5:30, 6. I know that little orange is about to start peeking over the ocean. You know what I'm saying, man? Y'all ain't got no idea, man.
Like go outside because you can just hear the.
Yeah, dude, and we right on the beach, so you hear everything, man.
Quiet,
Like it's
The
just
bird
awesome.
sounds is. I love hearing the bird sounds. So beautiful.
Yeah, it sounds like an alarm. Like she has this alarm, this nature alarm, and sometimes when the alarm goes off, it actually sounds like that outside. So I don't know if it's the alarm or if it's outside. You know what I'm saying? So it's super awesome here, man. Well, second to last, man, because I told y'all number one is the main one. But second to last is incentives to foreigners. And this is very big if you guys are in business for yourself and if you have plans on investing and, building some kind of empire or inheritance for your children's children and stuff like we do. Here are a lot of countries outside of the U.S., and the U.S. does it too for foreigners. So like it's certain benefits that you get when you're a foreigner and you go into another country, especially when you have a higher currency than them. Since we have the U.S. dollar, everybody loves the U.S. They're on the jock of the U.S. Our money is worth a lot especially in Asian and Hispanic places, is worth a lot, so you can take your $1,500 Social Security check or your pension or whatever you get, when you retire or whatever, and you can literally just retire in some of these places have your rent covered, 3-bedroom, 2-bath for $700 a month, and your groceries only a couple hundred, and still have money left over for fun and all that extra stuff, man. Yo, for real, for real. So, but the incentives is you can purchase a lot of land, and they want to make you jump through hoops and all of that extra stuff like you would, especially looking like me in the US and stuff. Like, in order for us to own the same things as so-called, you know, maybe like a Caucasian person, I would have to have so many more extra credentials than them. Like, they could just come out of prison and get land and loans and credit and cards and all of that. Me, I could be college educated, no criminal record, none of that, and I would still have to jump through hoops to get it. So it's just about incentives, you know what I'm saying? You get incentives when you're a foreigner coming to a different country and everything. So I'm going to take advantage of a lot of them. Like in Vietnam, you can buy real estate super cheap, and you can do whatever you want with it. You can buy land. Oh my God, I can't wait. And you can build up homes, like a home that would be around like 100,000 in the US. You can build up for like 10 grand in Vietnam. So I know we ain't in Vietnam right now, but that's just another one of those things that I'm talking about that I'm looking forward to. And as an incentive, you know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy, man. So last but not least, what is number one on the list?
Number one, everybody say number one.
Safety.
Safety. We didn't have any unison, so we didn't join no choirs, right? But safety is number one.
Yes.
Safety.
So just like racism, danger is everywhere you go. We just told you we escaped with our lives barely by going to the zoo. So obviously it's dangerous everywhere. But like I said, there's levels to this. My son, I shouldn't have to worry about if he's gonna like get shot up if he's outside playing with a toy gun. Obviously a cop should be trained well enough to know if a 10-year-old has an actual Glock or if there's a toy. You see what I'm saying? So just little stupid stuff like that happens in the US to people like us, you know what I'm saying? So it's you know, I shouldn't have to worry about my kids in the system or the crazy crap that goes on at the schools in the US. I ain't even put that, well, that's because we homeschool. That's another thing. There's no laws against us homeschooling our kids here that I know of, right? So like, it's just like that goes into the slot of more freedom. But as far as safety, we don't feel threatened at all. In America, you had to any, mini, miny, mo who you thought was a threat. If it's a lineup of 3 people, you wondering which one is going to rob you, which one is going to lynch you, and which one is just going to play you in some way or another. You trying to figure it out. So we haven't felt any threats. We haven't heard any threats. I don't really know too much Spanish anyway. Yet. You know what I'm saying?
When we leave and go to the store, we have a taxi. And every time we go out, they go and check the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
And then also coming in. So evidently they have problems with, you know, a lot of kidnapping and human trafficking going on over here.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess the U.S. have their hands in what's going on over here. So they are very protective over U.S. citizens.
Yeah, they protect the U.S. citizens here. That's what I'm saying. That goes into the incentives of foreigners and just being special because you're from America. See, in America, we didn't feel special, and we were actually in America, actually supposedly American citizens. Why do you have to come out of the country in order to feel like a good American? You know what I'm saying? So safety here, yeah, they check the trunks, and yes, I'm pretty sure there's been some kidnappings and everything, just like it's kidnappings in America. You can't mess with Americans' crime rate. You know what I'm saying? We got 1 million murder capital cities and all of that extra stuff in America. So don't tell me about the cocaine in Colombia. Don't tell me about the gang violence or the mafias or any of that, because we got all the gangs. We got everything. We got the drugs. We got the murder. We got the child trafficking, organ trafficking. We got all of that in America.
It's a video surfacing that, I don't know if anybody's seen it, but it's a video where a hotel man gave these women, they was on a girls trip, gave these women a key to their dang on room. And the man came in there, gave them the name and everything, and gave them a key. So they thinking like the man that did all that, he was a receptionist. He was the person that gives you, that checks you out for the room. And the police was just sitting there like, and they was in, I think they was in think it was in Jamaica or something like that. And it's very bad over there. The dude was like, I didn't know. Well, how the hell you gonna give my keys
To somebody else? Yeah.
He didn't even know the woman's name. The man that came in their room, she was like, we could have lost our lives. It was more than them. It was like a lot of them or whatever. But if she was by herself,
So yeah, she would have been done.
she would have been gone.
But yeah, also what I wanted to say about safety, like we talked about the U.S. cops. What's the difference? How do you feel when you see a cop here?
Yeah, it's like you don't think about like, okay, I'm gonna get shot or anything like that. You don't think like that. It's
Dude.
just
Make
like,
sure I don't look suspicious.
yeah,
Exactly. You gotta
Yeah.
check yourself. In America, you gotta check yourself. You gotta make sure I don't look threatening. Oh snap! I should have shaved my beard this morning so he won't think I look like some big black
Yeah.
threatening man
Yeah.
or something like that. In America, you gotta think about that type of stuff. You gotta
Yeah,
shave
yeah.
your hair to get a good job.
If we have like when we was in the grocery store, we was in the mall going to the grocery store, and they have, you know, where they come and clean out the ATMs and stuff like that. They have men out there, short men with pumps.
Yeah, they be,
they don't look like they use their weapons at all.
But
It's
when
like
they do
it's like
that-
why would you try to get some money out of here right now when they got this pump? They got like long shotties.
Yeah.
So just imagine those type of guns that the police have over there. Like I was like a little bit nervous too. I'm like, I'm walking right there. I ain't even finna give them the idea that I want anything. They just standing right in front of the thing, making sure nobody better not think about it.
yeah, but the good thing about it is, even though they were there with their guns and stuff, they were just there with their guns and stuff.
Yeah,
they
that's what
didn't
I'm saying.
they didn't grab their gun
They
because they
didn't
see.
feel like, yeah, because we walked past them.
Yeah,
We walked
yeah,
past them.
yeah.
And they didn't even like look like,
Yeah.
yeah, nigga, you better not. You know what I'm saying? They didn't look like that.
Leave out the nigga. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like in America, we in a public mall. If I was walking past the ATM while they were changing the money, just me walking past, we're in the mall, I gotta walk past to get to the next store, it probably would have been a whole dang on showdown. It looked like he was running up to the ATM, you know, all type of stuff like that. So just to safety, like, we're just people here. You know what I'm saying? We're just people here. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it's at. You know what I'm saying? So that is our top 11 reasons why we left the U.S.
11?
11.
11.
Yeah, we ended up in Mexico. We were supposed to go to Medellin, but I guess it wasn't in God's will at the time.
I'm kind of happy that we're here in Mexico
We
because,
was literally planning, we literally stayed in Florida.
yeah, we was like stuck in Florida. Not to bash Florida, but Florida sucks. Like, for real. Like, they got COVID toes there. They got Fort Lauderdale Hills.
Lauderdale Hill,
They
man.
got pissy water. I ain't gonna say it's pissy, but it looks like pig water.
But the water is like that here in Mexico too.
They don't have yellow water in the what's the name of?
It's still undrinkable.
I
Well, we
know.
ain't drink water in Missouri either. So
We sure didn't.
yeah. So it don't really matter about that. That's not a bad thing. And at least it's cheaper here.
Yeah,
we ain't spend
we
$4 for
we
freaking one freaking dang on bottle of water here. Here we getting like jugs of water, like jugs and like huge jugs of water for a dang on couple dollars. What's up? You want to say something?
Oh, she dancing.
Okay. All right. So yeah, man. And it's awesome. We've been having fun since we left the US, man. And we're gonna continue to have fun, Lord willing. I don't see us going back ever. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I will send you a ticket to come see us before you catch me crossing that border. Oh,
Shout
man.
out to my family, the Davises,
Mhm. Yeah.
the Jacksons,
Yeah.
the Renacabs, the Halberts.
There's a lot of last names in one family.
They married.
I heard that one.
They gonna come over here to go
Well, I mean, they got to get on the plane and stop being scared in order to do that. Come on, Cletus.
Yeah.
Come on. You know what I'm saying? Let's
Shout
go.
out to my family. Y'all know I love y'all, but y'all need to get. My mama, if you see this, you haven't even came over here yet. That's your challenge to come over here with us.
Mhm. Yeah, we ready for y'all, man. But yeah, it's a better life other places, dude. Like, you don't have to sit there and struggle paycheck to paycheck. Like, for real. And it ain't even just about money. It's just about a different way. I don't want to do it. It's a quality of life.
Yeah.
It's a better quality of life. And I heard that in a lot of expats videos, and I like get so sick of hearing it. It's like it's copy and paste. But then when you move out of the U.S., there's nothing else you can say, but it is a quality of life. It's just gonna automatically come out because it just is, man. So take your pensions, take your 401ks, take your savings, take all of that. Take your mount dang on credit card and get out of there. Get out of Babylon. Flee Babylon. Flee the land of the north.
And this is not a video to put a gun up to your head. These are for people that want to leave.
Yeah.
If you planning on leaving, go for it.
Yeah.
Make that plan, stick to it, and
yeah, ain't nobody trying to, you know.
Happens in tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's scripture.
Yeah, ain't nobody trying to force y'all. But if you are already thinking about it and considering moving or something like that, if you thought about it or something, that's God giving you that. He's like, yo, he's, you know, I can't force you or nothing. All he can do and all this video can do is like help plant a seed. But you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta want to go. You gotta make a move. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just better places that'll treat you better, just that have more to offer. America is just very good at advertising themselves, but it's a false advertisement. Trust me. Colombia ain't like it was in the 70s, like they try to make it seem. Mexico ain't as bad with the cartels as they try to make it seem. There's a gang on every freaking block in America, but they want to talk to you about 1 or 2 cartels in the whole country. Get out of here.
Happened years ago.
Get out of here. So don't listen to all of that crap. If you really want to travel, don't be afraid, man. Like, bad things can happen to you any freaking where, man. You know, if you want an adventure and you ready to make a move, bro.
Every single day you wake up, this is another chance.
Yeah. Before we go. And crickets. There's a combination of all of that. There's a combination. Subscribe to the channel if you new here. If you new here.
Make sure to like.
Okay.
Like, share, comment.
Click the notification button so you won't miss any videos.
Political reasons. Are you paying attention or are you paying attention, man?
Yeah, I'm paying attention.
Okay, is it taxes, loans, crimes? I don't think we think. What about political reasons? I mean, really pay no attention to the government or to the presidents and all that stuff in the first place. But what's that? Do you have any political reasons why we left? Do you have any political reasons why we left?
What you just do?
I'm trying to see who was here.
I'm here, man.
No, you're not, because I asked you a question and you ain't say anything. I don't know if you're recording, but
But I'm here though.
no, you're not. If I'm talking to you and you're not responding, how are you there? That's me talking to myself.
Okay, can you?
Like, yo,
Can you-
crazy.
can you repeat?
wanted to do this in the same way I'm the only one trying to do it.
I'm trying to do it too.
No, you're not. You're trying to do whatever you're trying to do right there. We got, in order to do the video, we need to make a list of reasons. That's what the video is about.
Okay.
We didn't record yet, so I don't even know what you're doing.
I was trying to get some ideas.
By doing it,
Yeah, I was scrolling.
you just told me to come and look on Google. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
And you still filming.
No.
Yeah.